first mistake that you should avoid is going to Schönbrunn by car, since traffic can be heavy and parking is quite expensive. Instead, take the metro line U4 and exit at the stop Schönbrunn. From there, it is a 10 to 15 minute walk to the castle. Another way to Schönbrunn is by bus or tram, or if you feel sporty, you could also take one of the Vienmobil rental bikes. I already made videos on both the Vienmobil bikes as well as the public transport, and you can find them in my playlist on how to get around Vienna. Besides the public transport, you could also use the hop-on hop-off buses, which are sightseeing bus lines. And they have a stop in front of Schönbrunn Castle. So now that we know the best way to get to Schönbrunn, let's talk about mistake number 2, and that is not to plan your visit.
Since Schönbrunn Castle and Park are actually really big, I would recommend to plan ahead what you want to see, but also what you want to skip. And to help you with that, I already made a video with pro tips for your Schönbrunn visit, and I will link the video in the description below. And by the way, hi, I'm Grete and I'm a certified tour guide in Vienna. And if you plan to visit Vienna, you might want to check out my website gretewalz.com, where you can either book a tour with me or purchase my Vienna audio guide or check out my list with Vienna travel essentials. Okay, back to the video. Schönbrunn mistake number 3 is not to dress for the occasion. Okay, by that I don't mean that you have to dress up like a princess, although I really love it when I see guests in historic costumes. But what I rather mean is that the castle is neither air-conditioned in summer nor heated in winter. That means that it can get inside the castle rather hot in summer, but also quite cool in winter. Keep that in mind when you're planning your outfit of the day.
Another thing to remember when planning your outfit of the day for Schönbrunn is that you will need to carry your coat or jacket with you during the castle tour, since there are no lockers or coat hooks available for storage. As for your choice of shoes, you might want to wear really comfortable ones because you will walk a lot and the pathways in the park are covered with gravel. And also keep in mind that backpacks, umbrellas and other large items are not allowed inside the castle and must be left at the cloakroom.
Schönbrunn mistake number 4 is to try and make pictures inside the castle. Unfortunately, it is not allowed to take pictures or videos inside the castle, and consequently also items like tripods or selfie sticks are not allowed. So I recommend to live in the moment and enjoy the beautiful rooms of Schönbrunn Castle while you're there. And of course you can take as many pictures as you want outside of the castle and also in the park. Mistake number 5 is to eat and drink inside the castle. Both eating and drinking is actually forbidden inside the castle, since the furniture, the walls and the floor are made of sensitive material and, let's be honest, spilling might happen. But there are actually quite a few restaurants and cafes on the premise of Schönbrunn, and if you want to know my personal favorites, please go to the blog on my website gretewalz.com. Mistake number 6 is not to check for bathroom facilities. Okay, this is a delicate one, but we need to talk about the bathroom facilities in Schönbrunn. Because when you're touring inside the castle, there won't be bathroom facilities on your tour. So it is best to use them before your tour starts. You can do so at the visitor center at the castle gate or directly when you enter the castle. The first one at the visitor center is bigger and therefore faster, but you have to pay for it. The second one is for free, but usually there is quite a long waiting line. And if you visit the park, there are also bathroom facilities, and you can find the location on the map as well as on the Schönbrunn app. Just keep in mind to take some coins with you, as you have to pay for these facilities. Mistake number 7, avoid getting locked inside the park. Schönbrunn Park closes at night and the closing times vary depending on when the sun sets. The closing times can be found at the gate at the park entrance as well as on the website of Schönbrunn Castle. Actually, this mistake happened to me once, so speaking of experience, if you overlook the closing times of the park, there is a night exit at the castle entrance, but in my case it was really a long walk to get there. And speaking of mistakes to avoid in the park, here's another one. And this is to enter the park with a bike or a scooter, as these vehicles are actually forbidden in the park. But since the park is really big and maybe you don't want to walk all the time, you could either use the sightseeing train or feel like a princess and use one of the horse carriages to get around. The next mistake is to bring your dog with you, as dogs are unfortunately not allowed neither in the park nor in the castle. Another mistake to avoid, and this is maybe even the biggest one, is not to watch my video with Schönbrunn Pro Tips. I will link the video here, and also remember to check out my website to book a tour with me. And it would be super helpful if you could like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you and goodbye!